Hello and welcome to Macbeth Act 2, Scene 1. So, before we go into the line by line explanation, first let's go through the summary of this scene. So, Act 2, Scene 1 takes place in Macbeth's castle. In the beginning of the scene, Banquo and his son Fleance are discussing the time of the night, and Banquo admits to his son that even if he is really tired, he is unable to sleep because of late he has been having haunting dreams that torment him and prevent him from taking rest. That is when Macbeth enters, and Banquo briefly discuss about the prophecy of the witches, and Macbeth says that they will discuss it in depth when the time is suitable. Later, Macbeth sees a dagger coming towards him, and when he tries to grasp it, he is unable to do so. The dagger is covered with blood. He wonders if it is an hallucination or if it is a reality. Then he believes that the vision is just a manifestation of his unease over killing King Duncan. And then he listens to the bell ringing, which is a signal by Lady Macbeth that it is time to kill King Duncan, and he proceeds towards his chamber. So this is the summary of the scene. Now let's go into the line by line explanation. So scene 1 of Act 2 takes place in Inverness, the court of Macbeth's castle. Enter Banquo and Fleance, who is Banquo's son, with a torchbearer before them. So Banquo is asking his son, how goes the night, boy? So he's asking, what time is it, my boy? Fleance says, the moon is down. I have not heard the clock. He's saying the moon has set, but I have not heard the clock strike. Banquo says, and she goes down at 12. So the moon sets at 12. Fleance says, I take it's later, sir. So I think it is later than that, sir. Banquo says, hold, take my sword. So Banquo is offering his sword to Fleance, saying, here, take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. The candles are all out. He's saying that the heavens are very stingy with their light today, and they're keeping the stars at dark. Take thee that too. So he offers his dagger and say, here, hold this also, because it is pitch dark today and the sky is being stingy with the light. Then he says, a heavy summons lies like lead upon me. So he's saying that sleepiness is weighing upon me like lead. Means I am that sleepy, and yet I would not sleep. But he's saying, yet I am unable to sleep. He says, merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. So here merciful powers means, may the angels of mercy restrain in me the cursed thoughts, means protect me from these cursed thoughts, are these haunting thoughts or the evil thoughts that torment me while I try to rest. He's saying, he's asking the angels of mercy to control the evil thoughts that he has and control the dreams that he is unable to control himself, which is preventing him from sleeping. Then they feel like someone is entering. So he tells Fleance, give me my sword. Who's there? So it was actually Macbeth who entered along with a servant. So Macbeth says, a friend. Banquo says, what, sir? Not yet at rest? What? You aren't asleep yet? You haven't taken rest until now? The king's abed. So the king is in bed. He hath been in unusual pleasure. So today he has been in an unusually good mood. And he has sent forth great largesse to your office. So what is largesse? Largesse means gifts, generosity that is bestowed as gifts to someone else. So the king has been in an unusually good mood and he has sent forth great gifts to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal by the name of most kind hostess. And he's saying that this diamond is presented from the king to your wife for being a great and kind hostess and for her boundless hospitality. And shut up in measureless content. So he's saying that he has finally retired to rest and gone to sleep, finally being extremely content with the hospitality that was showered upon him by Lady Macbeth. So here Banquo is talking about how pleased King Duncan is with all the arrangements. Macbeth says, being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect. So he's saying that we were really unprepared about the visit of King Duncan and therefore we were imperfect host, means our preparations were not perfect. Which else should free have wrought? So he's saying that if we were prepared, everything would have been better. Banco says all's well. So everything is okay, everything is done well. Then he says, I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. So he's saying that he had a dream of the three witches. To you, they have shown some truth. So he's saying that at least which part they have predicted about you, that has come true. So this shows that Banquo is disturbed and he's having dreams. Macbeth is saying, I think not of them. So he's saying, I don't think about them, they are past. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve. So he's saying that I do not dwell and think about all of that. But when we have some free time, an hour, we would spend it in some words upon that business. So when we have some free time, we can discuss it. If you would grant the time. So if you are willing and if you would offer us the time, then we can discuss that later when we are free. Banco says, at your kindest leisure, whenever you like, we can discuss. Macbeth says, if you shall cleave to my consent, when it is, it shall make honor for you. So, if you will agree to me and follow me or stick with me, when the time comes, you will be honored or there will be more honor for you in this. So, Macbeth is asking if Banco will be in his side and follow him and stick with him. So, Banco says, so I lose none in seeking to augment it. Yes, I will not lose anything if I stick with you, but still keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear, I shall be counselled. So he's saying that I will stick with you and I will follow you as long as I am free from any blame and I have a clear conscience and it is not stained. I shall be counselled means I shall be advised by you under these two conditions. If I am free from blame, if I am stain free and my conscience is clear. Macbeth says, good repose the while. So until then, take rest. Banquo says, thanks sir, the like to you. Means you also do the same, thank you sir. And Banquo and Fiance, they exit. Then Macbeth tells to the servant, go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. So he's saying, go and tell your mistress to ring the bell when my drink is prepared. And you go get to bed and take rest. Now comes a most important soliloquy of this scene, which is when Macbeth sees the dagger. Very important, you can expect question from here. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. So he's saying that, is that a dagger that I see before my eyes? Where the handle is pointed towards my hand? Come, let me hold you. So let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. So he's saying, I don't have you, but still I see you. So Macbeth can see an airborne dagger and he tries to clutch it. He can see it clearly, but he is unable to hold it. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? So he's saying, are you a deadly apparition? Is it possible to see you but not touch you? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation? He's asking, or are you a dagger created by the mind, an illusion proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? So he's saying, are you an illusion from my feverish brain? I see thee yet in form as palpable. So what is palpable? Palpable is something that you can see and touch and feel. So he's saying that I can see you yet and I feel that I can touch and feel you. As this which now I draw, just like the dagger that I'm drawing from here, I feel that the dagger that I see is as real as the dagger that I am taking. And he takes a dagger. Thou marshalst me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. So Macbeth is saying, you are leading me or you are urging me the way that I was going. So which way is he going? He's going to murder someone. And such an instrument I was to use. So he's saying, I can see a dagger and I was supposed to use a dagger to fulfill the action that I am about to do. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. So he's saying, my eyesight must either be the only sense that is not working, or else it is the only sense that is working right. That's what Macbeth says. My eyes are made the fools of the other senses. He's saying that only this sense, my eyes are working, and all the other senses are not working, or else worth all the rest. Means my eyes are the only sense not working. I see thee still, so I still see you. And on thy blade and dudgeon gouts of blood. So he's saying that I can still see the dagger, and on the handle, dudgeon means on the handle, I can see gouts means drops of blood, which was not so before. So it wasn't there before. There's no such thing. So now he's saying the dagger does not exist. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. So he's saying that it is the bloody business means it is the murder that I am thinking about committing that is making me see this one here. Now, over the one half world, nature seems dead. So he's saying that now half the world is asleep and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. So if you know, in the olden days, the bed was covered by curtains on all sides. So he's saying that now half the world is asleep and they are being attacked by nightmares. That is wicked dreams. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. So he's saying that now it's the time where witches offer sacrifices to their goddess. Who is Hecate? Hecate is the queen of the witches, the goddess of witchcraft and the underworld. And withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf. And just like that, murder, who is pictured like an old man, is alarmed. Alarmed means awakened by his sentinel. So, what is sentinel? It means guard or watchman. So, who's the sentinel of murder who is pictured like an old man? The wolf. So, I hope you remember the soliloquy is very, very important. So here he's saying that murder, which is pictured like an old man, is awakened by his guard, who is the wolf. So the howling of the wolf has awakened or alarmed murder, whose howls his watch. So by the howling of the wolf, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design. So let me tell you who Tarquin was. Tarquin was an ancient Roman prince who snuck into the room of a nobleman's wife called Lucretia and raped her. So just like how Tarquin went or moved, the murder is also having a pace like Tarquin, and moving towards his design means his deed, just like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps. So he's saying that the firm, hard earth do not hear my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabouts. So he's telling to the firm and hard earth, please don't listen to my steps and don't see which way I walk, because I fear that the very stones will echo and reveal my whereabouts. My whereabouts means where I am headed. So where is he headed? He's headed to kill King Duncan and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. So please don't echo back my steps and break the terrible stillness that is there in the time now. And I need this silence because this silence suits what I am going to do, or it is appropriate for what action I am about to do. While I threat, he lives. So he's saying, while I stay here talking, Duncan lives. Words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. So he's saying that while I'm speaking, it cools the heat of my willingness to act and kill King Duncan. So I should proceed. And then the bell rings. So that is the indication by Lady Macbeth. So he says, I go and it is done. So as I go, it is as good as it is done. The bell invites me. So the bell is inviting me to go and proceed to King Duncan's chambers. Hear it not, Duncan. So don't listen to the bell, King Duncan, for it is a knell. Means it is a sound that summons thee to heaven or to hell. So this is the sound, that is the bell ringing. It is either going to take you to heaven or it is going to take you to hell, but you are going to die. And the scene ends. I hope the explanation was clear. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and share it among your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless and take care of yourself.